So how are you guys doing? How have you been doing? I have been doing exceptional well. And I just jumped on really quick to talk to you about being heartbroken. Listen, if this video goes off, hopefully it don't, you can watch its entirety on my YouTube channel, LaShonda Cherie Love. Now, when we talk about or when we think about being heartbroken, you know, immediately we start thinking about relationships. But your children can break your heart. When my baby brother got murdered, it broke my heart. When I tried to purchase my first home and it didn't go through, and I was overly excited, that broke my heart. When I found out that there was infidelity in my first marriage, that broke my heart. When I found out about infidelity in the second, the other second one, that broke my heart. You know, not being able to reach certain goals, that broke my heart. You know, broken friendships, my grandparents passing, you know, arguments with siblings, arguments sometimes with your parents. Just a lot of things happen to you in life that breaks your heart. Now, on the movies, we see people deal with broken hearts differently, but I can only talk about me. The way I dealt with being brokenhearted was I would cut my hair off. I would start obsessively shopping. I would start obsessively eating. I didn't have no peace. I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't think. I felt like I was, you know, just walking around in a daze, foggy brain, sleepless nights. All these things were associated with me with having a broken heart. What am I talking about? I just came on real quick to encourage anybody that's dealing with a broken heart. I want to let you know that I know that it is hard to recover from it. It feels like it's hard to recover. But I want you to know that you shall recover it all. You just got to get up. You got to get up and you got to be able to put things in perspective. And you got to take sometimes you out of the situation, which doesn't make sense when I say take you out of the situation. See what you can learn from this moment and this space that you're in is what I'm saying. When my brother died, I was crushed. I just couldn't eat. I couldn't think. I just was all over the place. But eventually, all those bad feelings that I had began to subduely, you know, go away. And I realized that I had to get back up. I got to smile again. I got to make myself remember that the joy of the Lord is my strength. I got to look at things that don't trigger me to go into a grief. I got to protect my mind. When you're going through a heartbroken situation, you got to learn how to put yourself in a box and protect yourself, because nobody's out here in these streets being your knight in shining armor. God tells us that we got to guard our gates. That's your eyes, your mouth, your ears, and your heart, and your mind. You got to protect it. So if you're dealing with a relationship heartbreak, why would you sit up and look at love stories and read books about the situation that you've been through, you know, that's going to take you and get you back in that sinking place? No, you need to look at things that's going to encourage you, that's going to motivate you, about women that have been strengthened and moving on. You got to look at the opposite of what you're going through. You got to look at somebody coming out of something that you're in so that you can get your strength back. And be okay with the fact that I'm heartbroken. I had to say that to myself and to the Lord. Listen, my heart broke. That's the problem. Somebody, you know, just think. When you was a little girl, if you ever been touched inappropriate, I haven't, but that hurt me. Or if you on your job and somebody mishandled you, so now it has created you to be this person that lash out at people before they can get to you. You're trying to get to them. That bothered me. You know, I'm trying to live over it and move on. But the truth of the matter is, that affected me. And we got to deal with it. Learn to deal with it. deal with what broke your heart. Think about the stages when you noticed, especially if you're in a relationship, what you could have done different. When you noticed it, why you didn't tackle it head on. Like, just start focusing more on you rather than individual so that you can get your healing. And one of the greatest tips that I learned from Dr. R.C. Blake, if you're going through anything relational rise, I would suggest you go to his YouTube channel and start looking at his videos, because that's what really strengthened me. He said you have to take your power back from the thing that hurt you and don't give it any attention. You got to find something else to focus on other than the thing that broke your heart. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to get focused on you. You got to block it completely out. No communication, no texting, no responding. Just go cold turkey, block it out completely so that you can get healed and you can move on. Just because your heart is broken doesn't mean that you're this broken person, this broken instrument that can never love again, can never move on again, that can never experience joy, can never experience laughter, can never experience peace. The devil is a lie. You can move on. I from everything that I've been through, you know, a lot of people didn't understand the marriage, the new marriage, the third marriage, because it seemed like it was so sudden to everyone. And a lot of church people were saying things like, you need to go get healed, you need to go do this, you're not healed. But I'm here to let you know God gave me a revelation of that. Okay, so if you hurt yourself and you have surgery, I had numerous surgery. I'm going to use my C-section as a surgery. Okay, I come home, and even though I'm hurt and I'm hurting and it's hard for me to move around like I need to with my baby, I still got to take care of my baby. I'm still getting older. I'm still cooking. I'm still doing my makeup. I'm still moving as I'm healing. So I just want to encourage you that don't let nobody tell you that because they think that you're healing, that you got to put yourself in a box to heal. I still went to church. I still took baths. I still was out in the community as I was healing. So as your heart is healing, if God send you someone else or something else to help you go through your healing process, it's okay. You don't have to be 100% in order to love again. When I went back to work for my C-section, I went 100%. I still had aches and I still had pains from the C-section. I still couldn't sleep comfortably. But that didn't stop me from sleeping. It didn't stop me from eating. It didn't stop me from going to work. And it did not stop me from going to Walmart. So just because I went through this situation in life with another human and he broke my heart, who gave others a timetable of what your healing's supposed to look like? No, healing is healing. You met me and I am healing. I'm not completely healed because each injury, each wound, it depends on how deep the surgeon had to go in to do this operation on you. It depends on how deep the hurt is, depending on how long it takes to heal. But while you are in your healing state, if being with somebody else makes you happy, if marrying someone else makes you happy, do whatever it's going to take for you to be at peace and for you to be happy. And don't let other people dictate to you what your healing looks like. I preached on Sunday and I was talking about Romans 6:23. The wages of sins is death. And the example the Holy Spirit gave me is that everybody paycheck looks different. A doctor paycheck looks different than a teacher paycheck. A teacher paycheck looks different than a person that works at Walmart. So each sin is different. You get paid for your sins. So don't try to measure up my paycheck with your paycheck. So I'm going to say that with healing. Don't try to measure my healing up with your healing. Because however long it took you to heal and however you handled your process, whoop-de-doo and kudos to you. But this is how I'm handling it over here on this end. So I just want to encourage you on today. If you're heartbroken and you're feeling like you're in a low place, like you can't get up, like you can't move on, like you feel stuck, like this time it was just too much, you still got to get up. You still got to move on. You still got to love again. You still got to move forward. You still got to be productive. You still got to live. You still got to grow. You still got to go. You got to get up. You got to deal with the heartbrokenness. Whatever broke your heart, whatever situation, you got to deal with it. And you got to keep moving. We say move on. No, keep moving. In your uncomfortability, in your irritation, in your frustration, in your mind fog, in your hurt, you got to still keep moving. Take it one day at a time, but you still got to take it. Movement. Keep moving. Keep going. Keep growing until you wake up one morning and it's gone. But make sure you put it in the work, because God gets the glory sometimes. The best parts of you come, the best things of you, the best songs, the best books come from a broken person. My mentor told me when I was going through what I was going through to get busy. And so I'm going to share that with you. If you're in a low state, get up and get busy. Get busy with your hands. Get busy with your mind. Birth something. That's what she said. Every day, get up and birth something new. I was birthing journals, books, journals, CDs. I got busy. In my brokenness, I got busy. And I was getting strengthened. Share your testimony if you're over it. The word said that you overcome by the words of your testimony. Sharing your testimony of the things that you went through is liberating. Now, don't just share your testimony to be a whiner, just to complain about it. And we want you to share your testimony, and we want to know how you got up and how you're not bitter, but you're better. We want to see some action from the thing that thought it was going to break you. We want to see some movement in your life. We want you to make the devil out of lie. Every negative thing that was said, you're in such a way. We want to see you turning around and God getting the glory out your life. So I just jumped on real quick. It has been a long time. My daughter's out on summer break, and I'm normally in my office outside. I have to use my office in the house because she'll come running outside like I've left her every single day, and it's annoying. So that's why I might look a little dark. But when she go back to school, I'll be able to go back to my office, and I'll be able to make more videos. If this video has been helpful to you, please like it and share it. I love y'all, and if you need me, you can go to my bio. I have sessions available. I got 15-minute sessions, 30-minute sessions, and an hour sessions if you just need somebody to talk to. Because we all need somebody to talk to. I had to pay somebody to listen to me talk. Because we just need to hear somebody that don't know us sometimes hear our story and give us some good sound advice. And you just sometimes need somebody to tell you, girl, you okay? You ain't crazy. You just hurt. You just broken. But God will put you back together again. And in the process of putting you back together again, you don't have to be in a box. You can still stand and keep moving in your healing process. So I hope you guys are blessed by this word on today. And I will see you guys real soon. Bye.